Bonjour! You're joining us on holiday. We are in beautiful Brittany. I'm joined of course by Little E, Scarlet P. They are my adventurers. We're going to walk along on this beach because if you look all around us, the tide is out. And when the tide is out, you get a really cool low tide mark along here. And along the low tide mark is where all the debris and all the rubbish gathers and things, all the shells and interesting bits. And that's where we find really, really cool stuff. So if you're on holiday and you're getting a bit bored playing by the swimming pool, just swimming about in the sea and doing normal holiday stuff, why don't you go exploring like we're going to do? In fact, we will show you all the cool stuff that you can find. You can get your mummy and daddy to take you out and about exploring, and you never know what treasures you will find on the beach. So, little mice, let's do it. Let's see what we can find. We're going to mooch along here and see what we can see. And if we look ahead of us as well, look, can you see dead ahead loads and loads of herring gulls? They are here for exactly the same reason as us. They know that in this little lot here, there's some really interesting things to eat. So they're gathering here for their lunch. So by the fact that they're here, it's a good sign to us. There's some pretty awesome stuff for us to find. So let's carry on exploring. We'll start searching through. What have you found, huh? Oh, no way.
It looks like he's been pecked out.
That is the shell, I think, of a porcelain crab. Beautiful. And as you say, he's all been pecked out, hasn't he? So nice one, honey. Treasure number one. Brilliant. What can you see?
Hornet.
A hornet? No way. Oh yeah, there is a hornet. Look at this gorgeous hornet here. You see him, look, buzzing along. So that's a hornet. He's doing exactly the same as us. He's hunting along on the low tide mark, trying to see what he can find to eat. You can actually see how ferociously this hornet is feeding on this piece of crab claw. Look, he's absolutely, I'll put my finger next to him. Look, he's not aggressive at all. He's totally focused on what he's doing, which is feeding. Oh man, they're cool, aren't they? I love hornets.
Yeah.
They're brilliant. Look, another crab's claw here. I've no doubt someone will come along and start eating them because, of course, because they're invertebrates, their hard bits on the outside here. The shell is on the outside, and all the meat, all the fleshy bit, all the good bits inside. Look, there's a bit of muscle sticking out the end there. So, of course, that's the bit that the hornets, the carnivores, and the scavengers, they like to feed on. We're just walking away from the low tide mark at the minute. The reason being, we have found something also really, really cool. It's just over here, in this patch of grass just up here on the top of the dunes. And you guys, you show us the way. What can we see?
Butterfly.
Oh, it is a butterfly. Good boy. What can we see here?
Spiny spider crab.
This is a spiny spider crab shell. Unfortunately, it's been absolutely nobbled. Look at these amazing big spikes on the end of their feet.
These are all her eggs.
This is the bit on the underside of her body that holds her eggs in. See that orange there? That's all her eggs. And look at these really cool pincers they use for snipping. Unfortunately, here's her smashed up shell. There's the front of her shell here, all just in pieces. I think probably what's happened here is probably a dog or a fox or something like that has found this just along the low tide mark and it's dragged it up here and it's scoffed it for his lunch. Like you can actually see its gills there. Look, if I pull that off there, that's its gill. That's what it uses to breathe. They're like feathers. They wave them backwards and forwards just in the water and it absorbs the oxygen, just like a fish's gill works. So there we go, our poor little female spider crab. Right, let's carry on. Yeah, she's massive. Look at the size of her. She was huge, but like, you can actually rebuild her. Look, and her shell would have gone on top like that. There's the front of her shell. Let's actually just rebuild her very quickly. Because that's the thing, because she's an invertebrate, all her skeleton's on the outside, whereas all her soft parts are on the inside. Look, her legs would have gone over there, pincers over. But yeah, she would have been massive, look. It's like rebuilding a fossil, isn't it? And that is really cool. Right, let's go and see what else we can find. Look at that.
And, oh, you just didn't. Oh, no.
That is cool.
I thought you still didn't.
That's another spider crab shell. See the top of the carapace as it's called. Look, it's quite big compared to Scarlet's hand. These crabs are brilliant. So if you want to hold it, honey, you hold it up. See these crabs, how spiky they are? That's it. Just move it into the light so we can see.
Ethan.
Right, there we go. See all the spikes along the edge of the shell here? They're used, in fact, you can see all the sand and all the debris, and there's actually seaweed growing on the shell. They use these spikes to their advantage because what it does is it allows them to blend in with the bottom because, of course, all the sand and the dirt sticks into these gaps, gets in all these nooks and crannies. And all these little pieces here, like all the seaweed starts to grow. Ultimate camouflage. That is cool. In fact, there's some little tube worm tunnel or little burrows on there as well. That's cool, isn't it? Well, that's brilliant. Right, there you go. Another treasure of the beach we've just found. That's really cool. And the great thing is this doesn't cost us anything. It's all totally free treasure hunting. We're just jumping off the jetty now because we noticed there's some pretty cool stuff down there. What have you got, E? Let's have a look. What is it?
Flat scallop.
Oh man, bring it over here. Let's have a look. That is a beautiful shell. Well done, my hun. See how flat it is? That is a really, really beautiful scallop. And that, of course, is also a bivalve, like the cockles and the mussels. So this is only one half of the shell. And in scallops, you get one flat one and one. Oh, nice one! You got a curved one. Brilliant. Well done, honey. Just give it a wipe. And these guys, they're hinged at the back end here. Just as you try and join them together, honey. That's it.
This one's a bit smaller.
Yeah, they're not a symmetrical pair, unfortunately, but show us how it works, huh?
So they're like this.
Yep.
And
So that's the hinge at the bottom there, isn't it?
and
And show us how they open. There you go, it opens like that. So you've got like a bowl-shaped one at the bottom here, and the top one is a flattened one. And what they do is they sit there on the bottom, waiting again, closed, waiting for the water to come in. As soon as the tide comes in, bam, they open up, start filter feeding again. But you know there's a really cool defence that scallops do.
there's an anemone in here.
Really? An anemone? Whereabouts?
Or
Pass her up here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, look at that. Inside of this scallop, there is a little tiny anemone. See, he's all squidged up. Normally anemones, they look like jellyfish that are stuck onto the rocks. But again, as soon as the tide goes out, they all contract, and they go to sleep, and they wait for the high tide. So look at that, an anemone sitting inside an old scallop shell. That's brilliant. There's oh man, I've just seen something cool. Look, come over here. E, look, come and see this. Look over here. What can you see? Look at that. Now that is awesome. Now what do you think that is?
Bass?
I think it's a sea monster. Now that is wicked.
Wow, look.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Let's turn it around. That is obviously a skeleton of a fish. It's turning
I
around.
think it's a bass.
Oh my god, I think you could be right. I think that is a bass skeleton, isn't it? Wow. Look at that, and look. Those very cool teeth in there.
They are cool.
That is cool. Wow, look at those teeth. God, they are beautiful. God, no way. There's so much cool stuff. In fact, look, that almost looks like what we call dinosaur skulls. Look at that. If you took that off, look, that looks almost like a dragon skeleton.
Yeah,
There's all his spine going all the way back, and is his tail at the end?
Yeah, I think so.
That's so cool.
Look.
Oh, that is brilliant. Look at that. That
And
does. It almost looks like a dragon skull. Look, isn't that beautiful? It's even got a
almost
crest
like
on its back.
plastic.
It does, doesn't it? That's the. God, that's brill. The gulls have obviously been pecking this. Look at that. Look at that. Oh man, look at those teeth. Those teeth are brilliant. Oh man, I can't believe how much we're finding. It's so good. Right, let's carry on. What have you found, hon?
While you've been like
Yep.
looking at the bass,
Yes, hon.
I found all of these scallops.
No way, look at them. That is a mound and a half of scallops. Well done, and you pick them up. Show us how big they are. That pink one is beautiful. Oh wow, that is really beautiful. It's what's brilliant. Look, all these sorts of things, the sort of things you see for sale in shops, and here we are just finding them, just by having a good look. Wow, that one is beautiful. Look at the colour of it. That is really cool. Well done, darling. Let me show you something. Lala, come and see this, hon. Look, because we've got a really good pair here. Look, there's this beautiful pink one. There's a beautiful pink one here. There's also, look, this other dome-shaped other. Look, that's a nice pair. That'd be a nice pair. Look, and there's well, it could be. Look, there's the hinge. The hinge point is right there. So that's where the two ends are attached. If I now flip it up like this, watch this. If I hold my thumb here, like that, you can take hold the two edges and open and close. If I close it like that, and you open it, right, that's it. Oh, and close it again. Boom. And again. And again. And again. Do you know what you're just doing?
No.
You're simulating how a scallop escapes. When a scallop, I'll hold it now.
Oh, they squirt water.
What they
and
do
go
is,
backwards.
when they detect there's predators around, because they're really sensitive, when they're detecting predators around, what they do is they open and close their shell really, really quickly like that. That creates jet propulsion, and they go zooming off and they escape. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, Daddy, quick!
What is it, hon?
I found a
Oh, no way.
crab and a spiny
Crumbs.
spider
And
crab.
a spiny crab. Crumbs, there's loads. I can't believe it. Oh, what have you got, E?
Edible crab bit.
Oh, blimey. There's so much cool stuff. Hang on, let's look
Yeah.
in the corner. Because look, normally, look, in these corners, there's all these breeze blocks and essentially rubbish. And you think, oh no, look, there's rubbish and nastiness here. But in reality, this provides lots of little habitats for animals. Let's have a look underneath. Wow, let's see if there's anyone. Oh, look, loads of crabs.
Oh,
Little
yeah.
crabs running about, little crabs zooming around. Because that's it. To us, it's rubbish. To these animals, it's mini caves. Oh, look, starfish.
Woo!
Look, E, look.
We have
A tiny, tiny starfish. Look at that.
Oh, it's only got 4. Oh.
Yeah, look, isn't he tiny? Look, if I can get close, I can't really focus as close as I can. See his little tentacles and his little legs moving. But look, that is the dinkiest starfish I've seen in a long time.
I've never seen this
Oh,
stuff.
he's lovely.
I've
What a
never seen
beauty.
this starfish in the wild.
Oh, there you go. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your first wild starfish. And it's a
Yeah.
tiny baby one. Oh, that's lovely. Brilliant. Right, let's pop him back. What have you got, hun? Oh, no way. Look at that one. That is cool. What's that, E?
Edible crab claw.
That's a real beauty of a claw. That is beautiful. Let me see. Oh, look! Oh, it's crumbs! Look, Lala! Scarlet! Look! Now that was either an eel, or that was, oh, there's another scallop. That was either an eel or a rockling. A rockling is a type of fish you get along the seaweed. Right, where did he go? That's so cool. He was out of the water.
I didn't see it.
Oh, did you not see him wiggle? Hang on, let's see. Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Oh my goodness, an eel. Right, hang on. Look at him go. An eel. Let's try and get him in. The thing about eels is they're incredibly slippery, incredibly
Can I hold
hard. to pick up. What do you think about that?
Can I hold it?
See what he's like. What is he like? So wriggly. And why do you think eels are so wriggly?
Because they're slimy.
Why do you think they're so hard to pick up?
Oh, he's gonna get away. He's gonna get away.
He's gonna get in the hole. Oh, I think we'll have to let him. Oh, there we are. I've got him. There we are. Tiny little eel. I'll tell you, we'll pop him down because he's obviously not happy.
Put him in the water.
Let's just leave him. He'll find his way. The reason they're so slick, if I can just show you some details. Come here, my sweet. Right, just quickly. Just for a minute. Right. I like a normal fish's skin. They've got no scales. Their skin is incredibly smooth, incredibly slippery from all the slime they produce. The reason being, of course, because eels live down holes, nooks and crannies and gaps. They need to be able to get in and out really quickly. Right, do you want to pop him in the water and we'll let him go? That's cool. There you go, you can pop it down. Got it. Off you go, my hun. Off you go, eel. Where is he?
He's there.
Off he goes.
There
Woohoo!
you go.
Like a little snake.
That's cool. It's
That-
like an underwater snake.
That is awesome. Well done, my huns.
I never thought we were going to find one.
Yeah, I didn't think we were going to find an eel. Wow, that's brilliant. Right, little mice.
Yeah.
I think we've got to carry on going now. I'm sorry. We've got to get going. Right, what do you say to everyone?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Oh, and what, no, we're in France. What do you say?
Oh, au revoir.
Au revoir, au revoir. We'll see you again soon for some more adventures in France, no doubt. Oh, this is brilliant. Say bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And bye-bye from me. Au revoir.